Don't think less of yourself, think of yourself less. Hey everyone, in today's weekly documentation video, I wanted to talk about why I'm taking my rebrand and my personal branding so seriously this year. So for those of you who have been following me for some time, you might have noticed, maybe not, but I got new bangs. I went to the salon and my cousin, she's my hairstylist. So I told her I want to do something different because I've been working with a coach and I'm planning on rebranding. I'm taking a little break from Instagram and I'm just trying to figure out what kind of offer I can provide. And so as I've been on this journey for the last month, I knew that I wanted to come back possibly in February with like a hard launch. And that's what I've been preparing. I've been creating content behind the scenes. I've been creating an offer. I've been really just providing or trying to build a business with a plan, I should say, versus how I've done it before where I'm like just posting content just to post, or I'm doing something that's not working, but I'm not really thinking. Like, I've taken the time in the last month to really think about how I'm going to move forward when it comes to content and my personal brand and what kind of service I'm going to provide. Because in the last like year or 2 years as a freelancer, I've been doing like videos for ads for different kinds of companies, and then I narrowed it down to just travel companies, and then also doing trip planning and travel advising and just doing so many like small gigs here and there. But I kind of wanted to provide like my ultimate signature offer, and that is what I've been working on in the last month. So before I launch that, I've been working, doing inner work, because like I mentioned in the last video, if you haven't seen that, I talked about how building a business and trying to provide some sort of value is just like such a spiritual work, and you don't realize how much inner work you have to do until you start doing it. And so one of the things I had to work on was my confidence and my self-worth, because that's something that kind of, was giving me a lot of friction in this journey. And so one thing to build up my confidence lately was just preparing myself for the day, getting ready in the morning. And that is a major reason why I wanted to get bangs. I wanted like also just a new look. And I wanted to have kind of like my signature look. That way I don't have to think about it every day. That's been something I've been struggling lately, is like, I love my curly hair. Like, I have naturally like 3C curly hair, but it's just so much to maintain. And then the products that I want are just not in the budget at the moment. And so I thought to myself, like, later on, I'll have my curly hair back. Right now, I'm in a season of like, I need something simple and something low maintenance so I could focus my energy on something else. So this has helped me with like decision fatigue, which has been life-changing. So basically what I've been doing is I'll get a blowout, and I love when my hair has, these kind of like messy, like big curls. That's just when I feel my best. And then the bangs I'm loving. It's just giving like Selena vibes. For all my Selena queens and fans, I really like this look. It makes me feel my best. But what I've been doing, because I was using a curling wand to curl all of this, and obviously like I also don't want to damage my hair too much. So I have, give me 1 second. I have these that I have not used in years. And now I'm bringing them back, and I just go ahead and wrap my hair in this and sleep in it, and then every morning I just have fresh new curls without even having to take the time to, 1, damage my hair, and then 2, also waste time doing that. So it's time efficient, it's low effort, low maintenance, and then also it makes me feel like my absolute best. So it's like a win-win all around. And I have my notes here because I have a few talking points so I don't miss anything. But yeah, I wanted to just have a new look for this kind of like a new chapter that I'm entering. Like when you have a breakup or like something big is happening, you'll chop your hair, you dye your hair or something. So I'm taking this rebrand and launch so seriously that I want it just to look like a completely different person. And then the second point I wanted to make is that I've had a few mentors, online mentors, who have mentioned, and real mentors as well have told me, I just heard it everywhere. When you look good, you do good, and when you do good, or no, sorry, when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. And I have just been loving that advice because honestly, now that I feel I've done a little bit of makeup, my hair is nice, I can now go out and talk to someone. Like, I didn't have anything to say before, but now I'm gonna find something to say because I feel and look good and I want to talk to someone. Like, somebody noticed me, like I'm feeling good. Or I look good and feel good, and now I want to be on camera, and now I want to record a video because, hello, I want someone to see me now. So it's just so many benefits to getting ready in the morning. And I literally will put it in my calendar, like, get ready for half an hour, work on your makeup, your hair, pick a good outfit. And my wardrobe is something I'm working on because it is not it. But because my makeup and my hair is done, no matter what I wear, I feel amazing because the most important part is taken care of. So I could wear a plain shirt like this and still feel my best. So I love it. The third point I wanted to make, I recently just saw Martha Stewart's documentary, and then I also saw a YouTube video about Sabrina Carpenter and her, Sabrina Carpenter, I can't even, why can't I say her last name? Sabrina Carpenter and her personal branding. And I admire these two ladies so much. Sabrina, like, if you've noticed, she has come up and she has become, like, she has made a name for herself. And I love her personal branding. Like, I love her aesthetics. I love her videos. I love the way that she looks. And low-key, bangs were kind of inspired by her. But you can tell, like, you could tell, like, when something is, like, from Sabrina Carpenter, like, if you look at her Instagram or you look at, you know, she's always, you know, you associate espresso with her. You associate kind of like the 60s, like the 1960s, you kind of think of Sabrina with like that bathing suit and the video and all of that, like just the little things that make her her. And then Martha, when you look at the documentary, like she became a billionaire from her personal brand. And they even talked about it in the documentary, like if she ruins her image, she ruins her business because the business is her. And her personal branding is amazing because she was able to like change so many things and still make it successful because she was in the center of it. Whether she was in the magazine seat, bruh, I cannot talk today. Whether she was in a magazine and doing like homemaking things or on a show or whatever she did, even after she went to prison, she came out and she still was a success because her personal brand was her. And that is like the main point, is that personal branding, you have to make it personal to you. So don't do anything that you think people are gonna like, because being authentic is what's going to attract the people that you want to work with or help or communicate or be friends with. And I have come to realize that, like, I have some friends who look so good in black and neutral colors and they look beautiful and classy in that. And I have days where I will have a look like that, but most days I am colorful. I love ruffles. I love polka dots. I love, you know, texture. I love Bridgerton looks and aesthetics. And that is my vibe. And I have to be authentic to myself, because why would I want to be anybody else? Like, why would you want to be anybody else? Like, authenticity is like the highest frequency and highest form on, I saw it in a video, I forget what it was, but someone said like they thought that love was like the highest form of like the highest vibe or frequency or something, but it's actually authenticity. And when you can truly be yourself, then you can truly excel. And that was a lesson that I am still learning today, because it's hard to just put yourself out there on the internet. It's hard to just be yourself because you have a fear of being rejected. And I understand that, and I feel like I had to do some inner work on myself on why I didn't want to show up the way I wanted to show up and why I'm not believing in myself the way that I should. And I remember in high school, I was wearing this like pink trench coat, And I came into school and I was so happy because I'm like, damn, I look so cute. And this one girl, she was like, okay, American Girl doll. And I don't know why, like looking back at it, I don't think she meant it to like hurt me. But in the moment, I took it as like, damn, why am I getting bullied? Like that's literally like how lack of confidence I had. Like someone would say one thing and that would ruin my entire day. And you know what? I actually never wore that coat again, ever. Like I put it in the back of my closet. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. I'm gonna wear black pants and like a black shirt and be like everybody else and like wear leggings and Uggs, even though I hated Uggs. I never got them, but that was like my mindset. Like I wanted to look like everybody else. I wanted to have a North Face. Like I didn't get it because I couldn't afford it at the time, but I just wanted to be like everybody else because I didn't like standing out. And I remember like I would have like yellow pants and like I just had the brightest clothes because that's what I aligned with. And I like, if I can go back to little me and be like, girl, wear that coat, you look so good in it, you look like an American Girl doll, what's wrong with that? Like literally, what is wrong with that? And I think after like thinking about that story, because I thought about it this morning, I'm like, maybe I have to remind myself that I have to be true to myself. Like I need to wear the colors that I want. I need to have the bangs and the curls and the hair and the style and just be myself, because that is like the foundation of personal branding, is being yourself, being personal. Like make it personal to you. If you are someone who only wears black shirts and jeans, that is your personal brand. If you're someone who only wears stripes, that is your personal brand. Obviously there's more to it, but it's like the little things like that that start creating something where people like will see something and be like, oh, that is so Heidi. And I do have things like that because people have told me. For example, like my sister, the other day she bought a striped sweater with like gold buttons, and she was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to channel in my inner Heidi because this reminds me of you. Like this is so you. Like when people buy me a gift and like I saw this and immediately thought of you, that's like personal branding. That's me being authentic to myself. And obviously my family know me the best. They know me and they know like what makes me me. But I had to work on translating that to the online world and not being afraid of it and not holding back, because that was a struggle for the longest time. Let's take a look at my other notes. I think I hit everything on here, but yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just talk a little bit about that and really just encourage somebody who's on a content creation journey or trying to build a business and trying to build a personal brand. Don't forget to be personal and authentic. And if you need to take time to just kind of like figure out who you are and do some inner work, I highly recommend that, because I had to do that for myself. Like, how are you going to build a personal brand when you don't know really who you are? And obviously things evolve, things change, but you need some sort of like foundation, you know, to elevate from. And I had to stop being afraid of I had to stop being afraid of how people were going to perceive me and just show up as who I am. Because one thing that I have learned is that I am a daughter of God. And if He has made me fearfully and wonderfully, if He has made me to be in His image, if He has created me, then I have value because I am His daughter. And I saw this encouraging video this morning. Like, remember when Moses was supposed to take everyone out of Egypt? And he told God, like, I have a certain problem, X, Y, and Z, all these excuses. And that made God mad, because like, I made you and I'm calling you for an assignment and you're doubting yourself. I made you, like, offended, like a little offended here. And so that's what I had to think about today. Like, God made me. Why am I afraid to be who I am? Why am I afraid to be a personal brand? Like, He has created me, and therefore I'm supposed to be here. And no one can take that away from you. No one can take that away from me. We have to believe in ourselves more. And that's something that obviously I still struggle with. But today I really thought like, wow, no, I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up and I'm going to say what I need to say. And I hope that you do too. Someone needs to hear your content. Someone needs to have your, your service. Someone needs your business. We need to stop thinking about ourselves so much, and we got to start showing up. And in order for us to show up, we need to take care of ourselves. So it's kind of like just like this hamster wheel of like, I need to care for myself so I can show up for people, but I can't think of myself so much that it's getting in the way and it's blocking me from serving people. And someone once said this, and I'll never forget it. They said, don't think less of yourself, think of yourself less. And that is a mic drop. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna end the video here. And if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely like and subscribe. I am currently just building the life of my dreams, building, personal brand. And if you're interested in stuff like that, then definitely subscribe. Bye guys.